Hello everyone from Mandy Greenmund Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, as we get ready for Game 1 of Day 2 here for the Scenic City League between the Smoky Mountain Rain and the Bandits. Hello everyone, my name is Mason Strawn. I'll be your broadcaster here this morning for this 9 a.m. start time. We know we're starting a couple of minutes late, but we're getting around to it here nonetheless as these two teams get ready to battle it out for the first time this season. Both teams 1-0 after their dominant wins in yesterday's games. Go ahead and take a look at the starters now for both of these sides. Starting off with this Rain squad, we'll go through their batting lineup. Hugh Bush will get the leadoff spot. She'll start at second base here today. McCallum will be right behind her wearing number 3. She'll start in center. Jasmine Mack will start at third base wearing number 8. She'll again start at third base. It'll be Frazier starting at first wearing number 4. Watson behind the plate will wear 13. Strickland will be in right. She will wear 12, hitting in the 6th spot. 7th spot will be Smith wearing number 11. She will play short. Balcom will be the starting pitcher tonight as she will wear number 2. And Jamison will start on that left field side in the 9-hole. She will wear number 6 as currently we're going to have the infield umpire play for balls and strikes here tonight as I'm currently missing our one umpire from behind home plate. But our underway here as we'll start us off is Henson will make the start on the mound here tonight for the Bandits. Her first pitch will be fouled up and out of play, and we're underway here for Day 2. Henson's first pitch to Hugh Bush will hit for a foul ball. So Henson, who had the 2-run homer in yesterday's game for the Bandits to get their first 2 RBIs of the season, now makes her way to the mound here today. But Hugh Bush will get the leadoff spot today for this Rain squad. Next pitch to her, up in the zone, ball 1. So 1-1 now the count. No one on, no one out. Hugh Bush getting the leadoff spot here today for this Rain squad. Henson getting the start on the mound for the first time here in the Scenic City League. Next pitch up and away, ball 2. So Lindsay Henson, the Marshall product, on the mound here for the first time again this season. Her next pitch up in the zone, ball 3. 3-1 the count. Hugh Bush getting again the start here tonight, leading off as the second baseman for this Rain squad. The next pitch from Henson on the 3-1. Fouled up and out of play once more. Full count now as Hugh Bush works the count full after the 3-1. She fouls off 2. Hugh Bush yesterday hitting the 8-hole was yesterday's second baseman. Had a single and a walk to her name. The full count delivery. Hit to that shortstop side, picked up and thrown across in time. That'll be out number 1 as Hugh Bush grounds out for a 6-3 to lead off this ball game. As now McCullum will step up tonight's center fielder. Geneva McCollum, first pitch seen up in the zone for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on here in this top of the first inning as these two teams face off for the first time here this year. As Mack, the rising sophomore from Whitsett, North Carolina, was at George Mason as well last year. Excuse me, the wrong play. That was Jasmine Mack as that one stays in the zone for strike 1 as McCollum from Layton, Utah, attended Dawson Community College last year, the JUCO school. Next pitch, big swing and a miss up in the zone, strike 2. McCollum, who attended Layton High School before attending college, who has spent the last 2 years at Dawson CC, playing mostly as a utility player. It's the 1-2 from Henson. Just inside, took a little too much off that one, 2-2. McCollum, who didn't get the start in yesterday's game, wants to try and degree in sports therapy or forensic anthropology before college. Now the 2-2 from Henson. Swing and a miss, strike 3, got her with the heater. 2 away now for Henson. McCollum goes down swinging in her first appearance here today. 2 outs, nobody on here in this top of the first inning as now Jasmine Mack, the George Mason product who got the start yesterday in the catching position, had a couple of singles to her name and a couple RBIs, comes up. First pitch from Henson. on the outside for ball 1. So ground out to short and a swinging strikeout. Brings us to 2 away here in this top of the first frame here in game 1 of day 2. The Bandits and Rain facing off here tonight. Next pitch up in the zone for ball 2. Mac now steps up once more. Again, had a couple of hits in yesterday's game. So the next pitch you'll see. Swings and misses, strike 1. As Mac in yesterday's game, 3 singles to her name, was able to score a run as well. Did get caught stealing on her first at bat, able to bounce back though and get a stolen base in the second one, or her third at bat. Next pitch up and away for ball 3. As Henson continues to try and work a clean inning here to start us off. Mac trying to see what she can do. The 3-1. Just inside, called for a strike, full count. As Mac thought she had ball 4, instead she'll head back. Full count, nobody on, 2 away here. Jasmine Mack trying to extend the inning. Henson trying to clean it up quickly. Full count delivery, swung on and hit to the right-hand side. Almost takes out her first base coach. Foul ball. Still full count we sit. They'll make sure that ball makes its way back over to the Bandits' dugout. Henson will look for the next delivery. Swung on, hit to that second base side, picked up cleanly, throws to Cunningham at first, and that'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Henson. She's able to get a ground out to a 4-3, and we'll head to the bottom of the inning. No score, nobody left on base, no hits, no errors. A strikeout for Henson, and we'll head to the bottom of the first. No score here after the top of the first inning. We'll be right back after this quick break as the Bandits will come up to hit here from Mandy Greenmund Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Welcome back to Mandy Greenmund Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee for the Scenic City League, as Dallas Wagoneer will lead us off as the starting catcher for this Bandit squad. As on the mound tonight for this Rain squad will be Balcom. She'll make the start here tonight for the first time in the Scenic City League. Reagan Wall will hit second. The left fielder tonight had a couple of hits in last night's game. She will hit second in left field. Ferris will bat third in the second base spot, I should say. Henson will hit in the 4-hole tonight, starting pitcher. Cunningham at first will hit fifth. Massengale at short will bat sixth. Harvey at third base will bat seventh, and Holt will start in center field batting eighth. Lewis will round out that hitting lineup. She will be in the right field here tonight as Wagoneer will get us started off. No score here after one. First pitch, strike on the inside. We're underway for the bottom of the first inning. Dallas Wagoneer will step in once more, the catcher with this Bandit squad tonight. The next pitch outside for ball 1. Wagoneer from Newberry College the last 2 years. Or I should say the last year, the rising sophomore. Going to be her second year of school. Leading off tonight for the first time. Next pitch on the outside, called for a ball 2-1. Henson once more the starting catcher tonight. Next pitch up and away for a 3-1 count. Hitting in that leadoff spot once more. Wagoner in last night's game had a walk, a sac bunt, and 2 groundouts. 1 to shortstop and 1 to first base. She hit in the 9-hole last night. The next pitch up in the zone, ball 4, and she'll get on here with a walk to start us off. So runner on first as Balcom walks the first batter. She'll see, and it brings up Reagan Wall, who had a couple of outstanding plays in center field last night. The next pitch, she'll bunt it to the left-hand side, picked up by the third baseman. Mack throws to first in time, but not going to get the runner. She'll be safe. So a bunt single by Wall, and they'll call it foul. Oh, I believe, assuming they did call her out. So I saw the infield umpire put her hand up. So is the runner safe? Is she out? They'll call her out, and just like that, we'll have a sacrifice bunt, and it allows Wagner to make her way to second base. So Wall will be called out on the sac bunt. And now it'll bring up Fair as tonight's second baseman. First pitch she'll see on the outside. Called for ball 1, 1 away. With a runner on first, or now a runner on second, I should say. Wall with the sacrifice bunt. And now Fairs will come up. Headed off to Trevecca Nazarene next year. Next pitch she'll see is outside for ball 2. Fairs in last night's game. A couple of singles to her name, 3 in total. It's the 2-0 to her. On the inside, called for ball 3. 3-0 now. Tonight's second baseman. Again, had 3 hits in last night's game. Scored on all 3 that she reached on. The 3-0. Outside and away, ball 4. Runners on first and second now. Only 1 away, and it'll bring up Henson, who had a 2-run homer in last night's game. Tonight's starting pitcher hitting in the 4-hole will come up. Bottom of the first, still no score. Runner on second and first, still 1 away as Balcom tries to work out of the jam. Henson's first pitch will be seen outside for ball 1. Tonight's starting pitcher had a 2-run homer in last night's game, as well as 2 singles and a walk. The next pitch, just the outside, called for a strike, 1-1. So Alyssa Balcom now trying to see what she can do. The Oakland University product. Next one outside, called for a ball, 2-1. One just stayed on the outer half. Balcom, the Macomb, Michigan native, the rising junior. Infielder dash pitcher for Oakland U last year. The 2-1 will step in Henson once more. 1 away, still runners on second and first once more. Wagner on second, Fairs on first, both due to walks down in the zone. The next pitch will be 3-1 the count. Bandits trying to see if they can capitalize early in this first inning. We're not able to score yesterday early on against the Smokies. They found most of their runs in that third frame thanks to Henson's 2-run shot just on the outside. Will be called for ball 4. The base is now loaded with 1 away, and it'll bring up Cunningham. So Henson able to draw the walk. They'll now allow for the Reign staff to come together here for a moment and have a chat. As Balcom trying to settle in here early, did have the initial walk to Wagner. Wall, then with the sacrifice bunt, Fairs walked, and now Henson walks, so 3 straight. I shouldn't say 3 straight, but 3 of the 4 batters reach, excluding Wagner with her sacrifice bunt. So Balcom now trying to see what she can do to work herself out of this early jam. Reign came away with the victory yesterday against the Choo Choos. Balcom trying to see what she can do here. As Cunningham, who got the start in yesterday's game, will step up, moved over to first base for a moment there, had 3 walks to her name and a sacrifice fly, including a regular fly out to center field. The infield disperses with 1 away and the bases still loaded. Cunningham trying to see what she can do with the bases loaded here. Steps into the left-handed batter's box and waits for the first delivery. Out and away for ball 1. Took a little too much off that one and stays outside. Cunningham headed to Troy University next year. The next pitch. Swung on, hit right back up the middle. It'll be a single all the way through. A run will score. Here comes the runner from third. Trying to track it up. Will make her way home. The throw will not make it in time. So a 2-run single allows for the Bandits to take an early lead thanks to Ella Cunningham. She fires that one right back up the middle on the 1-0 pitch. Henson will stay at second. Fairs will score, as will Wagner. So it'll be a 2-run single for Cunningham. Still with 1 away. Bandits now are still threatening. Dana Massengale will be the next one up tonight, starting shortstop, as new ball will be handed off to the pitcher for the moment here. It's the first pitch to Massengale. Swung on, hit to the first base side. It'll stay foul. Will it stay foul? It will indeed. So strike 1 called. Massengale, the rising junior at Tennessee Westland, the NAIA school. Previously attended Saudi Daisy High School, just a couple minutes down the road from Hickson, Tennessee. Steps in once more. Next pitch to her. Swung on, hit to the second base side. Picked up cleanly. Throws to first. It'll be out number 2. The runners will advance. So 2 away now here in the bottom of the first inning. Already 2-0 your score, as Ella Cunningham with a 2-run single does allow for the runners to advance. Cunningham will ground out to that 4-3 side. Harvey will step up tonight's third baseman. First pitch to her, down in the zone for ball 1. Malcolm now trying to see if she can settle in and limit any more damage here in this inning. Next pitch, down and away once more, 2-0. Ella Grace Harvey now committed to Tennessee Tech for next year. Sits it on the outside corner, a little off-speed pitch, allows it for a strike. 2-1 now the count. Harvey, who played basketball and softball for Whitewell High School in Tennessee. The next pitch, swung on, hit to that third base side. Got a little too much underneath it though, so it'll land foul. 2-2 now the count with 2 away and runners on second and third. Already 2-0 your score here in the bottom of the first. The only number it feels like without a 2 in that scoreboard already. Next pitch hit right back up the middle. Balcom got a piece of it, not able to pick it up cleanly. Not going to make the throw to first. It'll allow a runner to score. It'll be a base hit up the middle as Balcom trying to clean it up could not do so. So Harvey will reach and allows for Henson to score. Now 3-0. Balcom on the mound tried to reach down to grab it and couldn't pick it up cleanly. So 2 away and now runners on the corners. Now 3-0 your score here in the bottom of the first, and it'll bring up J.C. Holt. So the next pitch she'll see is outside for ball 1. Nice center fielder for this Bandits squad. Had 3 singles and 2 stolen bases to her name last night. She'll step in once more. Swung on, hit to the left-hand side. Mack can't pick it up. Shortstop won't be able to get there as well. It'll be an RBI single to left. Now with runners on second and first, we see ourselves at a 4-0 ball game as Cunningham scores. So Holt with the RBI. Lewis now comes up. As the Bandits try and see if they can bat around the order here in this bottom of the first. It'll be the right fielder tonight and Lewis who steps up. Addie Lewis from Saudi Daisy area. Sees the first pitch down and away for ball 1. 2 outs, now runners on second and first. 4-0 your score. After 2-run single by Cunningham and a single by Harvey. Next pitch on the outside called for a strike, 1-1, and then Holt's single results in a 4 RBI inning. So Lewis trying to see if she can extend this inning, continue to battle or bat around the order possibly. The next pitch. Swung on, hit to the right-hand side. Right fielder not able to grab it down. Runners will try and advance. They'll get all the way around and will be scoring, and able to do so will be Harvey. Holt will advance to third as Lewis will then make it over to second base on the throw. So a single allows her to make it on, and another run will score. Now 5-0. With still 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning, and Wagoneer will step back up to the plate once more. Wagoneer, who started this inning with a leadoff walk, steps up with a 5-0 scoreline to her name now. As Harvey scores on the single from Lewis to right field. First pitch to the catcher on the outside corner, called for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. The fastball on the inside. Right past the wrists of Wagner. And tonight's starting catcher has yet to record a hit here in her on an inning or a game in an inning worth of play. Sets up the bunt. 0-2. Lanes it back. We'll let it sit high for ball 1. Still runners on second and third. 2 away. As Holt with speed and Lewis on second. Trying to see if they can extend this inning with their catcher at the plate. Next pitch. Just out and away for ball 2. 2-2 now the count. Bandits continue to try and threaten here. After a bit of a slow start in yesterday's game, able to get the offense rolling after the Henson 2-run bomb, and then from there, just all sorts of scoring against that Smoky squad. The next pitch. Hit to that first base side. It'll land foul. 2-2 still the count. Malcolm trying to work her way out of the rest of this inning at this rate. A couple of singles, a couple of walks have been her undoing at this point. The 2-2. Off speed hit to the left-hand side. Foul once more. Wagoneer continues to stay alive here in the bottom of the first. She had the leadoff walk to start off this ball game. Scored after the single by Cunningham. Next pitch. Just outside, called for a ball. Nice little breaking ball. Will stay away, though, for a full count. Still second and third, 2 away. Malcolm trying to see if she can end this inning without any more damage to her name. The next pitch. Hit to the right-hand side on the check swing will land foul once more. We continue the inning. Wagoneer trying to see what she can do here to maybe try and get around the order possibly. Tonight's leadoff man, after hitting 9th in last night's game, she'll step up. Shows bunt once more. We'll pull it back the next pitch. Just up and away, ball 4. The bases now still loaded, still 2 away. And it'll bring up Reagan Wall, who already had the sack bunt. First pitch to her down the pipe will be called for strike 1. 0-1 the count to Reagan Wall, who had multiple hits in last night's game. Next pitch to her, fouled up and over to the netting. 0-2 now the count, as she had 4 singles and a walk to her name, 2 stolen bases, and scored 4 times, as well as a couple of outfield assists. She'll try and see what she can do here now as tonight's left fielder. That one stays high and away for ball 1. Wall, who again had a couple or 4 hits in last night's game, went 4 for 4, reached on all 5 appearances that she saw. The next pitch. Up in the zone, check swing will land fouls. It finds the netting up and out of play. 5-0 your score. Bandits lead. Bases loaded after the walk to Wagoneer. As 4 straight singles. A walk have allowed for the Bandits to load the bases. Next pitch up in the zone. Now 2-2. Walk to Wagoneer to start the inning. A sac bunt by Wall, who's now back at the plate. Another walk to Fairs and a walk to Henson before the 2-run single by Cunningham. A ground out by Massengale. And Harvey's single alongside Holt as that one lands foul once more. And Lewis's single and the walk now to Wagoneer have reloaded the bases. The Bandits trying to see if they can continue to put up the runs here in this bottom of the first frame in our Game 1 of Day 2 here for the Scenic City League. The next pitch. Swung on, hit to the left-hand side once more. It'll land foul just about 1.5 feet to that left-hand side of the third base. And just trying to see what they can do here. The 2-2 once more. Fouled off once again. Wall not going down easily here to start. She is now fouled off 4 straight. Trying to see if she can collect yet another hit. Next pitch. Just on the outside, called for a ball. Full count now with the bases loaded. That one just clipping on the outside of the paint. Full count, runners will be on the move. 2 away here, 5-0 your score. Balcom trying to end the inning. Wall trying to get on base once more. The next pitch, inside, ball 4. Another run will score. 6-0 now your score. So back-to-back walks, and Balcom now will have to deal with Abby Fairs, who walked in her initial at-bat. And comes up once more. First pitch. Down the pipe for strike 1. On 1 the count, still 2 outs, 6-0. Now your score, the Bandits lead. Another monstrous inning for them as they had one yesterday as well against the Smokies. Now the next pitch. Outside and away for ball 1. It's the Michigan native trying to settle in and get through the rest of this inning. 5 batters have reached 3 singles and 2 walks. The next pitch. Just down and away for ball 2. 2-1 now the count. Fair stepping in the 3-hole today. Was second base yesterday as well. Steps up once more. Next pitch. Up and out of the zone once more. 3-1 now the count. Fairs, he was in left field yesterday. It was Lewis who was at second. Fairs with 3 singles in that 5th, 6th, and 7th inning. The next pitch to her. Swung on, hit to the right-hand side. Makes its way through the first base hole. Allow a run to score. The runners will hold, though. So another hit for Fairs. Her 4th single in her last 5 at-bats. Scores yet another run. 7-0 now your score. Now it brings up Henson, and another mountain visit here for the moment, just trying to see if Balcom can get through the rest of this. So 7-0 now your score. Henson, who already has a walk here tonight, scored that 3rd run of this ball game. Tonight's starting pitcher, who's now come up to hit twice here in this first inning. Again, had the 2-run homer yesterday and 2 singles and a walk to her name. Comes back up for the 2nd time here today. First pitch from Balcom. Just on the outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count, bases loaded, 2 away. Bandits now with 7 in the inning. Back-to-back walks and then a single allows the bases to stay loaded. Henson to the second base side, picked up cleanly, thrown to first, and finally able to exit out of the inning will be the Smokies. 7-0 now your score. So we'll head to the top of the second. When we come back here from Andy Greenmund Field, the Smokies will come back up to bat, see if they can find some offense of their own here in the Scenic City League in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll be right back after this quick break for the top of the second inning. Seven to nothing now your score here in the top of the second frame between the Bandits and the Rain as these two teams continue to battle it out here with a 7-run inning for the Bandits. A boatload of singles and a couple of walks allow them to take an early lead as get the home plate blue back out there once more as now stepping up for the Rain will be Frazier, the tonight's first baseman wearing number 4. As Henson trying to make sure her mask seems to be all good and set here for the moment. Trying to make sure everything's all set with her. The next batter will step in now for this Rain squad. So Anna Frazier steps up from Greensboro College for the last 2 years. The rising senior. Playing first base here tonight, hitting in that 4th spot for the first time. First pitch from the Marshall product. Called for a strike, down 79, it will sit, strike 1. That's Frazier, who spent a year at Guilford College before going to Greensboro College. Division III school as well, steps in once more. The 0-1 fouled up and into the netting for strike 2. Frazier, who went to West Brunswick High School, also received an Associates of Arts degree at Brunswick Community College while she was still in high school. With the 0-2. Just inside on the off-speed pitch. 1-2 now the count as Henson trying to see if she can work another clean inning. The ground out to short, the swinging strikeout, and then the ground ball to second base to end the inning in the top of the first. Trying to see what she can do here now against Frazier. Next pitch. Hit hard out to left field. Makes its way past the left fielder's head. Will it go? It will. A home run as Anna Frazier puts it off the rock wall and left. And the Rain will make it a 7-1 ball game as Anna Frazier gets enough of that off-speed pitch and puts it on the wall and left. The rising senior puts one out for a solo home run, the second one we've seen this season. Tonight's first baseman able to put one out of the yard. Just got that off-speed pitch on the inner half of the plate and just turns on, and it puts it over into the left field wall as the left fielder looked up and just kind of waved at it goodbye as Wall took a couple strides and realized it was over her head. So 7-1 now your score as Frazier able to take a solo shot to left field, and it'll bring up the catcher Watson. First pitch to her, down the pipe, will be called for strike one and once more. Watson wearing number 13 tonight. Came in relief of Mack from behind the plate in last night's game. She'll make the start here tonight. The next pitch will stay out and away, ball one. Watson, the rising junior, originally from Smith Station, Alabama. Attended North Georgia, or the University of North Georgia last year, the Division II school. The next pitch, inside hit out towards center field. Holt will get right underneath it, and it'll be out number one. So line out to center will result in the first out here of the second frame. Watson will head back to the bench, and he'll bring up Macy Strickland, tonight's right fielder. So one away, no one on. 7-1 your score after the solo shot by Frazier. First pitch, out and away for ball one. Strickland again stepping in as the right fielder today, the rising sophomore from Dallas, Georgia, product of Liberty University. Next pitch on the outer side will be called for a strike on the check swing, 1-1. Strickland, who looks up to Sydney Romero, the former Oklahoma Sooner, now the pro player for the Talons in the newly created AUSL. Trying to see if she can replicate something here of her hero as this next pitch is skied up into the air behind the backstop. It will go. It'll land foul and on the roof right ahead of us. 1-2 now the count with one away. Attended Altoona High School before she went to college. She actually played flag football as their QB as a junior before focusing on softball. 1-2. Swung on it, hammer to the left-hand side, pulled over the dugout once more. It'll be a foul ball. Strickland trying to see what she can do here. Yesterday's game, she had 2 doubles to her name and a walk. Looking to see if she can make another hard connection here. The next pitch up and over the catcher, ball 2, as that one finds the netting behind everyone. 2-2 now the count, still one away. Trying to find a new ball for the pitcher. Henson will finally get one. 2-2 now the count, one away, no one on. It's the solo shot from Anna Frazier, and then the line out to center field by Watson brings up Strickland once more. For the first time here tonight. Next pitch from the Marshall product. Just high in the zone for ball 3, full count as the Division I products step across from one another once more. Strickland's father, Brad, actually had played ball at Kennesaw State. So 2 different members of the family from the Division I side as this pitch is up and away for ball 4. So a runner on with one away as Strickland's able to draw a walk. Now it'll bring up Smith, tonight's tonight's shortstop, I should say. With still one away. So 1 on, 1 out. Here in the top of the second inning. It'll be Smith who steps up. First pitch to her, down the pipe for strike 1. Ariana Smith, the rising senior. Attended Oakland last year alongside Balcom, tonight's starting pitcher, who will hit next. The 0-1. Up in the zone, ball 1. Couple extra strides there from Strickland at first. Will not advance. She'll scurry on back for the moment, still now. After the walk to her, the solo shot by Frazier. Watson with the line out is the lone out here in this second frame. The next pitch. down in the dirt for ball 2. Two one the count. Henson trying to see if she can get the rest of this inning underway. Giving up the solo shot, had a clean first inning, the 2-1. Out and away for ball 3. That clean first, including the 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Now has given up a run and a walk, trying to see if she can shut it down the rest of the way here. Smith trying to see if she can extend this inning a little bit further. Now down 7-1. Next pitch. Up in the zone for ball 4. No throwdown, obviously, in the ball 4. So now runners on second and first. Back-to-back walks by Smith and Strickland. So now it'll be the pitcher, Balcom, who comes up. Second and first, one away still. It's the first pitch. Just low for ball 1, as that one was on that outer half of the plate. So Balcom steps up once more. Macomb, Michigan, the next pitch. Swung on and fouled up and out of play. She got it off the end of the bat. That one will end up in the stands behind us now. 1-1 the count. 7-1 your score in the top of the second frame. Between the Rain and the Bandits here in the first game of day 2 here in the Scenic City League. Runners on second and first consist of Strickland and Smith on back-to-back walks. Next pitch from Henson. Hit to that second base side. Will get through the gap and it'll make its way to center field. Strickland will turn and try and make her way to the plate. She will. Runner will advance to third. She will be thrown out at third base, as trying to advance was Smith. Instead, she'll get cut down, so a run will score. Smith will get cut down on that third base side, but a single for Balcom, as she will sit at first base alone. But with 2 away now and a run scored once more, now 7-2. And now it'll bring up Jameson to step up as the 9-hole hitter tonight in left field. When Jamerson steps up. First pitch to her, swings through it for strike 1. Just a little early on that one for the moment. Jamerson, the rising senior from Buckingham, Virginia. The 0-1 to the left fielder. Down and in for ball 1 now. Jamerson in yesterday's game had a couple of singles to her name, 2 for herself, a fly out to center and a strikeout swing. Next pitch hit up and out of play for a 1-2 count on the foul ball. She tries to see what she can do here in her first appearance at the plate now in the 9-hole tonight. As Hubush trying to see if she can get her second at bat in as many innings played. 1-2. Up and in for ball 2 as that one stays a little high on the off speed. Henson trying to see if she can get out of this inning without any more damage to her name. Up in the zone on the 2-2 will result in a full count. Runner will be moving here, as Balcom still sits at first base after the single. Did score a run, but Smith cut down at third base. So 2 away here in this top of the second inning. Henson trying to get out of it without any more damage to her name. The full count delivery. Just away for ball 4. We'll still have this inning continue as Jamerson draws the walk. And it'll bring up Hubush once more for the second time in a matter of 2 innings. So now runners on second and first. Still 2 away here in this second frame. First pitch called for a strike, 0-1. Hubush, who grounded out the first time she came up in that top of the first frame, hitting leadoff once more as the second baseman. She grounded out to shortstop in that first clean frame. Now Henson trying to work through the rest of it. Next pitch, hammer down the left field line, will land foul. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on at first and second. Already have scored 2 runs here in the top of the second frame. The Rain have the next pitch. On the inside corner, called for strike 3 looking. Henson able to get through the rest of the inning. So caught looking will be Hubush, and we'll head to the bottom of the second frame. 7-2 now your score. Rain get on the board, but the Bandits come right back up, and they'll see if they can put some more runs on the board here in just a moment. Here from Mandy Greenmon Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City League. We'll be right back after this quick break for your bottom of the second inning. Bottom of the second inning, 7-2 now your score. The Bandits lead over the Rain here in this first game of Day 2 here in the Scenic City League from Mandy Greenmon Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. As these two teams continue to battle out, it'll come up Ella Cunningham once more. Already has a single to her name and 2 RBIs as well as a run scored as she got the first 2 runs of this ball game underway for the Bandits in that bottom of the first frame. She now comes up for the second time here tonight. Cunningham will step up across from Balcom once more, trying to see if she can work a cleaner inning than that first where she gave up 7. First pitch on the outside, called for strike 1. Balcom, who started with a walk in that first frame, the sacrificed hit, and then back-to-back walks, a single, a ground out, and then 3 straight singles and 2 walks for another singles. That one stays away for ball 1. Was trying her hardest to try and get out of that inning, but not able to get anything to go through for her. Looking to see if she can work something a little cleaner here. The 1-1. Outer half for ball 2. As Cunningham, the Michigan State product, headed to Troy next year, trying to get some extra reps here this season, or this summer, I should say. She waits in the left-handed box once more. Next pitch fouled up and out of play, 2-2. Cunningham, who got the start in yesterday's game for this Bandits squad. She went through 4 innings, was able to work it fairly cleanly, only gave up 2 runs during that 4 innings of work. Excuse me, 3 runs, I should say. The next 2-2. Out and away for a ball. Full count now as Balcom trying to see if she can get her first batter down here in the second frame. Cunningham trying to see if she can continue to move the line of hitters for this Bandits squad as they've done so all morning long already. The next pitch. Swung on and out towards left field. That ball's going to get down. It'll be extra bases for Cunningham. She'll make her way into second base standing as she'll look towards third and get the hold sign. So a 2-run, or not 2-run single, a 2-run, or just a double. No runs scored. If I could use English, that'd be a cool start. So a double for Cunningham. Already a single and a double for her here tonight. So runner already in scoring position on the double from Cunningham. As that'll now bring up, brings up Massengale, who grounded out to second base her first time up. So runner on second, Cunningham able to make it on with the line shot to left field. First pitch. Just high in the zone for ball one. Tatum Massengale steps up once more. Next one stays out and away for ball two. 2-0 now to tonight's shortstop. Usually been playing a lot of first base for her University of Tennessee Wesleyan, the NAIA School of the Rising Junior. Stepping up once more. The 2-0 outside for ball three, or excuse me, called for a strike. Two one now the count. The Tennessee native once more. The next pitch. Up in the zone for ball three. Now 3-1 the count. Massengale had an 1100 OPS in her senior year of high school in 35 games played. Steps up. The next pitch. Just down in the zone. Ball four. Runners now on first and second. Still nobody out as the Bandits trying to see if they can continue this offensive extreme. So Massengale gets on with a walk, and Harvey now steps up, who already has a single to her name. Scored her last time up as well. First pitch to her out and away for ball one. Runners on second and first. Cunningham on second after the double. The walk to Massengale has put her on for the first time today, after she grounded out in her first appearance in that first inning. Next pitch to Harvey. Just down in the zone, ball two for the Tennessee Tech commit. Third base here tonight. After yesterday starting off at that shortstop side, again had a double and a single and a fielder's choice to her name. That one on the outside called for a strike, 2-1. Still nobody out here in this bottom of the second inning. Already an hour into play here, and he's sitting in the second inning at this point. It's the next pitch. Off speed, got her to swing on it, fouls it off for a 2-2 count. Two and two now to Harvey. Gonna see if she can keep this inning rolling. The 2-2. Swung on, hit to the first base side, picked up and able to get to the bag in time. It'll be a ground out to first. The runners will advance, so second and third now with one away. As Harvey grounds out for her first time here tonight, it'll bring up J.C. Holt, who already has an RBI single to her name tonight. Holt will step up with one away and runners on second and third. Still 7-2 your score. Trying to see if she can add on. Got called on the bunt attempt. Will be strike one as she tried to see if she could lay one down and put herself on for bases loaded. Instead, she'll have to head back for the University of Maryland Eastern Shore Division I product. The 0-1. Swung on for a strike and a miss. It'll be 0-2. Holt trying to hold back her swing possibly, instead goes right through it. The 0-2 to Holt. Out just a too far. It'll be a tad outside for a 1-2. As Balcom's second baseman, Bush, trying to will her forward. The 1-2 to Holt. Swung on, hit to the second base side. Hubush will take it, throws to first. Will be an out recorded, but a run will score. So, in a way, sacrifice for Holt will allow a run to score. So Cunningham will get around once more. 2 RBIs already on the night for Holt. And now it'll bring up Addie Lewis with a runner on third and 2 away here in this bottom of the second. 8-2 now your score on the ground out from Holt. First pitch to Lewis. Straight down the plate once more, 0-1. As Lewis, who had a single and scored in that first frame, comes up for the second time in as many innings played. Next pitch. Just outside for ball 1. Next pitch to Addie Lewis. On the outside, called for a strike. Took a little bit off that one. Now 1-2 the count. Balcom trying to see if she can work through the rest of this inning. Only 1 run given up. Trying to see if she can set down Addie Lewis. The next pitch. Just out and away. Took a little too much off that one. Now 2-2 the count. Addie Lewis again from the Saudi Daisy area, just down the road from here. Mandy Greenmont Field. Trying to see what she can do here. And headed off to Lee University next year. Next pitch outside for ball 3. Now full count with 2 outs and a runner on third. Halcomb trying to see if she can get out of this inning. Lewis trying to see if she can extend it. As her next hitter will be her catcher, Dallas Wagner. The next pitch. Hit right back up the middle to be an RBI single, and Lewis will have another one here tonight. Now 9-2 your score. She's able to put one right back up the middle. With 2 away, good 2-out piece of hitting as Massengale will score. Lewis will reach to first base for the second time here tonight. And now Wagner will step up once more. 2 walks to her name tonight already for the catcher. She'll step up once more. Has scored both times that she's reached base. Now trying to see if she can score a run for herself. And Addie Lewis at first. First pitch. Strike down the heart of the plate on that outer side, 0-1. Now 9-2 your score. Both teams able to put up runs in their halves of the inning. So the next pitch. Out and away for ball 1. 1-1 now the count. After a 2-run top of the second by the Rain, trying to see if they could make some strides into that deficit. Now the Bandits trying to put up some more runs of their own and trying to extend it again. Went up 7-0 after 1. The next pitch, off speed, hit up and out of play for 1-2. Wagner still looking for her first hit here in the Scenic City League. Will show bunt. Pull back and waits. Next pitch outside, 2-2 now the count. 2 outs, runner on first, and Addie Lewis after the RBI single. She waits to see if she can advance with Wagner's swing. The 2-2. Swung on, hit to the first base side, takes an odd Kareem, will allow it to bounce free in the dirt, and it'll be a single. As trying to corral it, not able to do so in time, though, was Frazier. It bounces off of Hubush as she was trying to move from left to right and got it on the kick save, but unfortunately allows the runners to make it on. So now runners on second and first with 2 away. Wagner gets her first hit in a Bandits uniform. So correction, instead they'll label it as an error here in the second frame, so it'll be an E3. So now runners on second and first. First pitch called for a strike to Wall. She reaches now after the sacrifice bunt, and they'll now actually have Wagner step away. She'll have a designated runner for her to allow her to get set back up as tonight's catcher, obviously. So that'll be Prestwood, I believe, over at first base now to run for her. The 0-1 to Reagan Wall. Just on the outside, now 1-1. Wall with the sac bunt. As well as a walk to her name already here tonight. Comes up for the 3rd time. Wagner reaches on a now recorded error, and Lewis on second after the single. Next pitch by Wall, fouled up and out of play, 1-2. Nine to 2 now your score. Cunningham and Massengale score after the RBI ground out by Holt and a single by Lewis. Next pitch. Swung on, hit back out to center field. It'll get down. Runners will look to see if they can advance. They'll hold them. Bases will stay loaded. As a single by Wall. Another hit for her. Now 6 hits in her 8 at-bats. Now the bases will be loaded for Abby Fairs, who already has a walk and a single to her name here tonight. So now bases loaded here in the bottom of the second. 9-0 or 9-2 now your score. Still 2 away. Next pitch swung on, hit right back up the middle. A bounce off the glove of the pitcher and will allow it to bounce into the outfield. 1 run will score. Press will to around third. She will score as well. Now 11-2 your score. As 2 more will reach as Fairs with an RBI. 2 to her name. I believe that'll count as a single back up the middle. We'll see if that will be the case. It will be. So Wall will head to third. Fairs with the single. And now a mound visit here for the moment. With runners at the corners and 2 away. And a 4-run inning here as have the pitching change called now for the Rain here in this second frame. So an inning and 2/3 for Balcom. She'll get the pull. Next man now up on the mound here for the Rain. Try and figure out here really quickly. Apologies here. As that is Lacey now who's going to step up. Or Laney, excuse me. Don't know where I got Lacey from. Either way, 11-2 now your score. Pitching change here now for the Rain as they'll bring in Laney once more. Pitched in yesterday's game. She'll see if she can get through the rest of this inning here. The Chattanooga State Rising Junior, originally committed to BYU, had a heck of an outing in yesterday's game. She'll step up once more now with 2 away and runners at the corners. So it'll bring up now Henson, who already has themselves a walk to their name as well as a single. Now look to see what she can do here. Excuse me, she had the ground out in that first frame as well as the walk, so she comes up once more now. Faces off against Laney. First pitch from the lefty, swung on and missed, strike 1. So Henson, who ended the bottom of the first inning, will now step up and see if she can continue to extend it or end it once more. The 0-1. Laney waits, delivers. Next pitch. Swung on and fouled up and out of play to the right-hand side, 0-2. Henson trying to see if she can extend the inning once more. The 0-2 now as Laney steps to the mound once more. Marshall Product sits at the plate waiting. Tonight's starting pitcher once more for the Bandits. The 0-2 from the lefty. Runner advances, fouled off once more, so retreating back to first base will be Fairs. So still 0-2 the count. Henson steps up to the plate once more. Runners at the corners. As Wall sits at third, Fairs at first. After back-to-back singles. The next pitch to the starter. Just down away, ball 1. Throw down to second, not in time. It'll make its way into center and allows for the run to score. So an error will put another one on the board for the Bandits as Wall will score on the misplay. 12-2 your score, as Wall will score. So now 1-2 the count, with 2 outs here and a runner on second. Now 12-2 your score. 5 runs scored here in this second frame. Fair's now on second. The next pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Lena will get out of the inning, as Henson goes down swinging. And we'll head to the top of the third. 12-2 now your score. The Bandits able to find 2 sets of offenses here in that first and second frame. When we come back, we'll head to the top of the third inning, as the Rain now will try and see if they can put up some more offense. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Mandy Greenmund Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City League here between the Bandits and the Rain. Rain will hit next, down 12-2. We'll be right back after this quick break. Top of the third inning, 12-2 now your score. The Bandits lead over the Rain here at Mandy Greenmund Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Henson steps back out to the mound once more here. After striking out swinging, she'll step up to the mound now and face off against McCallum, who struck out swinging her last time up in that first frame. First pitch to her. Inside, called strike for 0-1 count. McCallum, tonight's center fielder, her first at bat. Went down swinging, now trying to see if she can find her stride here. First or second pitch, bunted up and into the netting. It'll be an 0-2 count, as that one goes for foul ball. 0-2 the count here already to the starting center fielder tonight. Next pitch to the Austin Community College member. That one stays low for ball 1. Layton, Utah, McCallum, a long ways from the West Coast, now steps up to the plate. Played in 19 games last year, mostly used as a pinch runner. She scored 16 times and stole 4 bases on 5 attempts. The off-speed pitch inside for ball 2. 2-2 now the count. Nobody on, nobody out here in this top of the third frame. 12-2 now your score. A 5-run inning for the Bandits now gives them a 10-run lead. Rain just trying to see if they can get back into it here. Next pitch out and away, ball 3. McCallum, after going down 0-2, able to work the count full. The next pitch. Down on the dirt, ball 4. It'll get past the catcher as Buccaneer will go and retrieve it. McCallum will reach on the walk, turns the base, tries to look to see if that ball got just far enough away. Instead, she'll retreat back, and now it brings up Jasmine Mack, tonight's third baseman, with a runner on first. So Mack, who grounded out to second her first time up, will step up once more, the product from George Mason University last year. Majoring in biology now, comes to the plate once more. Time will be called for the moment as Henson will go for a new ball. Get through her third inning of work here. So runner now on first. McCallum able to work the count full after going down 0-2 and draw the walk. She sits at first for the first time here in the Scenic City League. The next pitch. Swung on and hammered to the left-hand side. It'll get down for another hit. Mack with another single to her name. It'll put the runners at second and first. Still nobody out. As Mack's able to get on base here once more, McCallum will move up to second base. As Mack, who had 3 singles in her first game against the Choo-Choos yesterday, now has a runner on second and first and nobody out. That'll bring up Anna Frazier, who already has a home run here tonight. A solo shot to left field. First pitch down and away for ball 1. Anna Frazier, tonight's first baseman, again with the solo home run earlier in this ball game. The first run scored for the Smoky Mountain Rain. The next pitch, just inside, called for a strike, 1-1. Henson now trying to settle in after the walk and the single. Next pitch to Frazier. Swung on and hammered out towards right field. Getting underneath it will be the right fielder. She'll make the play. Running will be McCallum. The throw to third, a good one. In time it will be. The tag is there. That will be a double play. A beautiful throw from right field, as Addie Lewis able to nail the runner. A double play on the hit out to right field by Frazier. McCallum will get cut down. It does allow Jasmine Mack to advance to second, but now 2 away here, as this will bring up the catcher Watson. Strike down the outer part of the plate, 0-1, as a beautiful throw from the likes of Addie Lewis, the right fielder. She's able to gun down the runner at third, and now a quick break here as Henson had a piece of bandage around her left arm. She'll take that off, hand it off to her coach, and step back out onto the mound. Still 0-1 the count. Jasmine Mack now on second after the hit to right field that resulted in the double play. Next pitch called for a strike on the inner half, 0-2, as Mack taking extra strides there at second, threatening towards third. Not going to make the advance, though. Henson now trying to get out of this inning with a clean one. Next pitch. Swung on, hammered out towards center field. Holt trying to get underneath it. Will she be there in time? Did she hold on to it? They will say that it is an out. Now will be out number 3. The home plate umpire makes the call. Holt with a beautiful catch in center. Wasn't sure if it was going to stand to be. And that'll end the top of the third inning. 12-2 your score. Another beautiful play by Holt. The outfield looking sharp here for the Bandits through 3. We'll be right back after this quick break for the bottom of the third inning, as the Bandits will come back up to hit. Here from Mandy Greenman Field. Here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the third inning, 12-2 now your score. The Bandits still lead. A beautiful catch by J.C. Holton. Center ended that top of the third frame. We head to the bottom and now allows Ella Cunningham to step up once more. A single and a double already to her name here tonight. As well, or I should say 2 singles and a double. She comes up for the 4th time now in 3 innings. First pitch to the left-handed hitter from the lefty pitcher. It'll be a strike in the upper half as she swings through it for 0-1. 0-1 the count here, 12-2 already your score. The Bandits now lead here in this bottom third frame. Cunningham comes to the plate. 0-1 now from Laney. Swung on and fouled up and out of play as it comes off the outer part of her bat on the end. 0-2 now the count as Cunningham headed off to Troy University next year, the Chattanooga State product on the mound. Rising junior trying to extend her softball career. Beautiful outing in yesterday's game against the Chews. She went 4 innings and got the win. The next pitch from Laney. Leans back and delivers. Just down the outer half, ball 1. In yesterday's game, went through that first half of the order against the Chews, struck out 7 of the 9 of the first batters she saw. Went through 8 strikeouts through her 12 batters faced. Did not allow a single base runner. Next pitch, out and away, ball 2. 2-2 now the count. Still 12-2 your score here in the bottom of the third inning. Laney coming in after an inning and 2/3 of work from Balcom. Did give up a run in that second frame. Of course, it was off the air, but still. The 2-2. Swung on and fouled up and out of play once more. Still stays at 2-2. The count for the first baseman. For Michigan State product, mostly used as the pitcher at MSU, now steps up. As the first baseman tonight got the start in yesterday's game. In the Bandits' victory, she'll step up once more. The 2-2. Out and away, ball 3. Full count now for the Chattanooga State product as she tries to get down Cunningham early in this one. Full count to Cunningham. Lefty v lefty battle once more. The next pitch. Swung on and fouled off once more. Will not go down easily. Will be Cunningham as Laney now trying to see what she can do. Cunningham, originally from Cleveland, Tennessee, attended Silverdale Academy. Was ranked as the Max Preps Tennessee Player of the Year in high school. Full count delivery. Swung on and fouled off once more. Cunningham still staying alive. The umpire requesting any form of ball that he can get at this point. As once again, Cunningham, the Silverdale Academy player back in high school, again ranked as Max Preps Tennessee Player of the Year, was an All-American after breaking Silverdale's strikeout record at 368 through her career. A 35-win season. Full count delivery once more. Swung on and fouled off once more. Will not go down without a fight. Last year at MSU, made 5 appearances, went 4 1/3 innings of work. Trying to see if she can get a couple more reps here in the Scenic City League as she heads off to Troy next season. Battle continues for the lefty v lefty. Next pitch. Down to the dirt, ball 4. Cunningham will win the battle and advance to first base. So now a runner on first and nobody out as Cunningham able to draw the walk after a long battle, and it'll bring up Tatum Massengale, who already has a walk and a ground out to her name tonight. First pitch to tonight's starting shortstop. Up in the zone, ball one. As now Cunningham will get a pinch runner here. Presswood will step in to run for her once more. The 1-0 to Massengale, the delivery from Laney. On the outer half, called for a strike, 1-1. The Chat State product, once more the rising junior, had 2 no-hitters to her name last year. A 7-inning and a 6-inning set of no-hitters and a perfect game through 5. The next pitch swung on and fouled off. 1-2 now the count for Massengale. Laney with the no-hitter against Volunteer State through 7. And then the 5-inning, 10-run roll victory that resulted in a perfect game for her. That came against Pulaski State. 1-2 to Massengale. Out and away for ball 2. Still 2-2 now the count. Runner on first after Cunningham able to draw the walk after the long at-bat. Massengale trying to see if she can get on as well and work another long inning here. 5 and 7 runs scored between the first and second inning. Third inning, try possibly another chance for the Bandits here. Next pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Laney gets the heater through her. Going down swinging will be Massengale, and now it'll bring up Harvey. So 1 away, runner on first. Third baseman, El Harvey, will step up. Headed off to Tennessee Tech next year. First pitch, swung on and fouled off, 0-1 as Harvey with a runner on first already has herself a single here tonight. Did ground out to second her last time up. The former player again at Whitewell High School, played basketball at the power forward position. In her last 20 games played in high school, she batted a .476 with a 1,000 slugging percentage. She walked more than she struck out as this next pitch line back up the middle. It'll be a single for Harvey, her second of the night, and now runners at first and second. As she's able to lay that one out in center field. With 1 away, it'll be another opportunity now for J.C. Holt, who already has 2 RBIs tonight, an RBI single, and the RBI ground out to second base her last time up. Looking for possibly her third here in this ball game as she steps up with Presswood at second and now Harvey at first after the strikeout from Massengale is the lone out in this bottom of the third inning. Next pitch. Bunt attempt to the third base side will land foul as Jasmine Mack was taking a couple extra strides forward there, kind of expecting for Holt to try and see if she can get herself on. Looking to load the bases possibly for Addie Lewis, who already has 2 singles to her name. And had that beautiful assist in right field in the top of this inning. The 0-1 to Holt. Down in the zone, ball 1. It's the rising senior from Maryland Eastern Shore, the Division I school, who had the beautiful play in center field to end the inning of the top of the third. Steps up once more. Born in the Chattanooga area, went to Ottawa High School just down the road as well. 1-1. Swung on and missed, 1-2. Trying to see if she can get ahead of that one. Instead, goes right through it. As Laney now trying to see if she can get 2 outs here and work her way out of this inning possibly. Second and first, 1 away, 1-2 the count. Next pitch to Holt. Swung on and missed, strike 3. She'll go down swinging. As now Addie Lewis will step up with 2 away here in this bottom of the third inning. Holt gets caught with the low fastball, not able to catch up to it. Her first time striking out here Now bring up Lewis. Already has 2 singles here tonight. First pitch to her. On the outer half, called for a ball as Olivia Laney continues to work here from Charlotte, North Carolina. Originally committed to play at BYU before heading off to Chat State, where she's played for the last 2 seasons. An excellent JUCO career for her, possibly looking to extend her softball career. Show her stuff here in the Scenic City League. Next one outside, called for a strike, 1-1. Lewis hitting in the 9-hole tonight. The right fielder, already 2 RBIs and 2 singles to her name. Has scored both times while on base. Outstanding outing here for the soon-to-be freshman. The 1-1 delivery. Hit to the right-hand side. Will it land fair? It'll land about 2 feet to the right of the foul line. It'll be a foul ball. Lewis trying to look for her 3rd straight single of this ball game, not able to get it to land fair. Lewis headed off to Lee University next year, the Division II school. Trying to show her stuff here early, heading into next season. Second and first, the runners stand 2 away. 1-2 the count here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bandits trying to extend it. Next pitch to Lewis, up in the zone, ball 2. Rain trying to keep any offense from scoring here for the first time tonight. Yeah, they scored 5 in that first inning and then 7. Or excuse me, the other way around. 7 in the first inning, 5 in the second. To give themselves this 10-run lead, 2-12 the score. Next pitch. Swung on and fouled off. Lewis stays alive. Laney trying to work through the rest of this inning possibly. Came in with 2 outs in that bottom of the 2nd inning for Balcom. She steps up to the mound once more. The 2-2 from the left-hander. Up in the zone, ball 3. Trying to see if she can get herself out of this one. Runners will be moving here on the full count. Already a little over an hour and a half into this ball game. Got only through 3 innings. It's the next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, another swinging strikeout. The continued Ks come through for Lanny. She'll be able to get out of the inning cleanly as Lewis goes down on strikes. When we come back, we'll head to the top of the 4th inning. Rain will get another chance to bat here, down 2-12. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Andy Greenmund Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Top of the fourth inning, 12-2 now your score. The Bandits still lead over the Rain. A clean inning, though, from the Rain in their last side. Trying to see if they can mount somewhat of a comeback here as Macy Strickland will step up. A walk already to her name here tonight. We'll come back up to the plate here for the Liberty product. Henson will continue to pitch here for this Bandits squad. First pitch from the Marshall product. Inside for ball one. The D1 players will face off against one another once more as Strickland went down in the count last time she was up, able to draw the walk though and then score in that second frame. Next pitch called for a strike on the inner half, 1-1. No one on, no one out here in this top of the fourth frame. These two teams continue to battle here. The next matchup between the Chews and the Smokies will be here set for 11:30. We'll see if we're able to hit that time as we're about an hour and a half in already. Next pitch to the third base side will get through. A hard hit for Strickland allows her to reach first. She'll reach for the first time here tonight for the right fielder. So runner now on first, nobody out, as now it'll be Mariana Smith who comes up. A walk to her name, made it all the way to second before getting cut down on the outfield assist. Now she'll step up once more for tonight's shortstop with a runner on first. First pitch she'll see on the outer half, called for a strike, 0-1. Smith again had that walk in that first inning, not able to get around to score unfortunately for her. Next pitch, big swing and a miss on the off speed, 0-2. Smith from Oakland University last year as well. Rising senior fouls this one off, up and out of play. Still 0-2 the count. Rain trying to see if they can mount something here. Last year mostly played in the pitching side of things. 11 appearances, 5 starts for her. Went 2-2. Off speed on the inside, called for a strike looking. Backwards K for Henson. Smith goes down for the first time tonight after the walk against her in her first appearance. She'll go down on strikes, and now it brings up Balcom, who steps up to the plate. Excuse me, now that's actually Laney's. This one's hit, or that is Balcom. That one's hit to the shortstop side. It'll get through for a single. So Balcom, who had a single in her first appearance, gets her second of the night, and it'll advance Strickland to second base on the first pitch that she'll see. With one away, runners now on second and first, and Jamerson will come up. The walk already to her name here tonight. One away, runners on second and first. 2 singles, one by Strickland and one by Balcom, have put the runners on. As Jamerson steps up, first pitch to her, hit out to center field. Can Holt get underneath it? She will. That'll be 2 away. Throws into second, but not in time. So a line out by Jamerson brings up 2 outs. Still runners on second and first, and the top of the order will roll back around as Hubush will step up. Ground out to short and a backwards K for her already tonight. She'll look to see if she can get her first hit here. First pitch she'll see, hit to the shortstop side. She will indeed get that first hit. Strickland will sit at third. Base is now loaded as another first pitch hit. Hubush puts it into left field on a solid swing, and now base is loaded with 2 away as Strickland sits at third and Balcom now at second base. That'll bring up McCallum. McCallum with a strikeout already and a walk to her name. Cut down on that double play after the beautiful throw by Addie Lewis from right to third. Next pitch on the lower half, called for a ball, 1-0. Still 2-12 your score. Bandits still lead Rain, trying to see if they can find a little bit extra offense here in this top of the fourth. Geneva McCallum steps up. Next pitch to her, down and in, ball 2. Henson trying to work through a fourth inning, possibly looking for another clean frame after giving up a run in the first and second, able to get a clean one in that third. Now looking to see if she can get through this fourth inning safely. 2-0 from the Marshall product. On the outer half, called for a strike, 2-1. Callum here starting tonight on that center field side. Did not get a start in yesterday's game. Next pitch. Swung on and foul to the right-hand side, 2-2, as that almost takes out whoever that is for the moment. That is Jasmine Mack over there sitting on that right-hand side. 2-2 now the count. Bases loaded, 2 away. Henson trying to get out of the inning. Callum looking for her first hit, possibly in a rain uniform. Next pitch. Off speed, fouled off. She'll stay alive. Jasmine Mack waits on the right-hand side. A single already for her tonight. Had 3 hits in her first game yesterday. Looking possibly for number 5. McCallum looking for her first hit in a Smoky Mountain Rain uniform. 2-2, 2 outs, bases loaded. Henson shakes off the first 2. It'll allow McCallum to step out of the box here for the moment. They both get set once more. Next delivery. Strike 3, swing and a miss, and able to get the fastball through. And Henson with another clean inning as she's able to get McCallum for the second time tonight. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. 12-2 still your score. The Bandits laid over the Rain. The bases left loaded. There's a couple of hits left stranded, and the Bandits will head back up to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th. 12-2 still your score. The Bandits lead over the Rain. Mandy Greenmund Field, you've been watching the Scenic City League here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll be right back after this quick break for your bottom of the 4th inning. Bottom of the 4th inning, 12-2 now. Your score, the Bandits still lead. A clean inning from Henson keeps this a 12-2 scoreline. Delaney now trying to see what she can do after getting a clean 3rd inning. Now looking to see what she can do in this bottom of the 4th. Solis yet to give up an earned run in this matchup. After coming in relief of Malcolm after an inning and 2/3 of work, she's now an inning and a 1/3 through as the leadoff hitter and Wagoneer will step up. First pitch. Strike on the inner half. 0-1 now the count. As Wagoneer with a walk and an error reached on, scored during her last at-bat. The 0-1 from the Division II product. Fouled off once more, 0-2. Tonight's leadoff hitter was the 9-hole in yesterday's game. Starting catcher once more from Newbury College. Rising sophomore shows bunt once more. Waits for the next delivery from the left-hander. 0-2. Out and away, ball 1. Trying to see if she can get her to bite on the high fastball. Not able to get it through. Still no one on, no one out here in this 4th frame. 12-2 your score. Still the Bandits and Rain battling here. The Bandits lead about almost 2 hours into this matchup. After a bit of a slow start, obviously, both teams just laying out all the offense to begin with. The next pitch. High up in the zone, fouled off once more. She'll stay alive. Still 1-2 the count. Here again, the rising sophomore Originally from Chickamauga, Georgia. The 1-2 from the Chattanooga State Community College player on the mound. Fouled off once more, still staying alive as the catcher. (12-2) your score. The Bandits lead. A 7-run first and a 5-run second has given them the advantage. A solo shot by Frazier though in the first, and an RBI in the second inning has allowed the Rain to at least keep this within 10. But next pitch, hit to the first base side, picked up cleanly, will make the run to first, and the out will be made as Frazier able to get there in time. So a 3 unassisted ground out puts a runner out. So with 1 away, it'll bring up Reagan Wall, who already has a single to her name tonight. Wall, who scored on the error in that second frame, who had the sac bunt in the first, now comes up with 1 away and no one on. First pitch. Bunt attempt to the first base side. It'll get down. Will it stay fair? It will not. Wall will have to head back towards home plate. 0-1 now the count. Reagan Wall, again, who had the single in that second frame, a sac bunt to her name yesterday. Had 4 singles and a walk, 2 stolen bases for her. She comes back up. 5 hits for her now, has reached in every appearance but 1. The next pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 2 on the high fastball. The lone time she has not made it on base was with the sac hit, so in terms of at-bats, she has made it on every single time. In plate appearances, the only one she hasn't was in that first inning of play. 0-2 for the lefty v lefty battle. Next pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Another strikeout as Reagan Wall goes down swinging. 4 now in this last 2 innings for Laney, as she has been a monster with the strikeouts already early in this season. 2 away, and it'll be Abby Fairs who now comes up. A single and a walk to her name already here tonight. Tonight's second baseman stepping up once more. First pitch to the 3-hole hitter. On the outer half, called for a strike, 0-1. Rain trying to make it through yet another clean inning. After the walk and the single from Cunningham and Harvey in that third frame, 3 strikeouts for Laney, was able to shut it down. Already 1 here in this 4th inning, now looking for possibly a second. 0-1. Outer half called for a strike once more, 0-2. She's already collected 5 strikeouts here in her first 8 batters faced. Next pitch. Out and away, ball 1, as she puts that one a little too far and away. Is every out now that Laney has had here in this ball game, excluding the ground out to first, has come via the strikeout here tonight. 1-2 the count, 2 away, no one on. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, the left-hander will lean back and deliver. Out and away on the off-speed, 2-2. Charlotte, North Carolina native comes up once more, trying to see if she can work another clean inning. Did not allow a single base runner in yesterday's game. Next pitch on the 2-2. Fouled off and almost finds us up here in the box. Still 2-2 the count. Laney again, who attended Legion Collegiate Academy for high school, for committing to BYU in 24. Moved over to the Chat State. We'll step up once more with a 2-2 count. Next pitch to Fairs. Up in the zone, fouled off once more, just got a little underneath it. Still stays alive here in this bottom of the fourth inning. As Abby Fairs, again, who attended Saudi Daisy High just last year, committed to D2 Trevecca Nazarene University for this 2026 season. The 2-2 delivery once more. Out and away, ball 3. Just a little too far outside. Lanny thought she had it. Not going to be the case. Full count now with 2 away, no one on. Bears trying to extend the inning. Henson waits on that left side. Possible chance for her to hit. Already has a 2-run homer in game 1 yesterday. Looking to possibly get another opportunity. She already has a walk to her name. The next pitch. Swung on and hit hard down the right field line. It'll land foul once more. Still 2, or now full count here for the second baseman. Got a walk and a single for her. I should say as well. Now 2 singles and a walk for her, as she also batted twice in that first frame. Scored the first time, did not get around the second. All the way to second base in that second frame as well. The next pitch. Swung on, hit to the third base side. Mack will have it bounce off of her, and it'll go all the way out to center. So a hard hit will result in what I believe will be a single. And then we'll actually have it be labeled as an error, as Mack just has that one bounce off of her left arm. So an error against Mack will allow for Fairs to reach. Runner on first. The inning continues, and now Henson comes back up. A walk already. She scored the first time up, grounded out the second, and has struck out swinging in her last 2 appearances. Tonight's starter for this Bandits squad. The first pitch she'll see from the left-handed pitcher. Fouled up and out of play on the fastball, 0-1. Trying to get a new ball here, is trying to make sure that it's clean here. Just trying to collect some new ones, obviously. They've been having so many foul balls here from both sides. Just trying to make sure the collection bag for the umpire is full as much as it can be. 0-1 the count. Fairs on first after the error by Mack at third base. After the ground out and strikeout from Wagoneer and Wall, now Fairs on first. And Henson, tonight's starter, comes back up. Marshall Product steps to the plate once more. The 0-1 from Lanny. Leans back and delivers. Swing and a miss. Big swing on that one. Henson looking for the wall in left field once more, but goes right through it. 0-2. Where she hit it last time in that game 1, put it almost right over the scoreboard out there in left center. Solid 270 feet at least. The 0-2 from Laney. Henson waits the delivery. Up in the zone, ball 1. Can't get it with the high fastball. Throw it down to first. Lewis is in there safely. Or excuse me, that was Fairs who was down there at first. She makes her way back in safely for the moment. Now after the error she was able to reach, already has a single to walk here tonight for herself, as well as 2, I should say. Next pitch to Henson, though. Hit out towards left center. Will find a soft spot in the grass. It'll get down, so a single for Henson. The first hit allowed now by Lanny, as she gets it in on her hands and just drops it in there for a hit. First hit of the night for Henson. Now runners at second and first with 2 away. Fatigue might be showing now here for the Chat State pitcher, as she's trying to work her way out of this inning. Now runners on second and first, and Ella Cunningham steps back up to the plate. A single and a double and a walk for her already tonight, her 4th at bat. Lefty v lefty matchup here at the plate. First pitch. Strike on the outer half, 0-1. Troy commit, transferring from Michigan State. And to see what she can do here and possibly propel this squad even more. Cunningham had the initial 2 RBIs of this ball game on her single in the first. Next pitch. Hit over to the left-hand side. Will it get down? It'll bounce off the shortstop's glove and will. The runner will score all the way around. Will come fair. She will get in standing. As Cunningham with an RBI single to right. Henson will stay at second, so the first earned run given up by Lanny here to end this season already. Cunningham with a single to left, her 3rd hit of this ball game. And now it'll bring up Tatum Massengale, who already has a walk to her name and scored the last time in that second frame. She struck out swinging last time. First pitch to the shortstop. On the outer half, called for a strike, 0-1. Cunningham now on first after the RBI single. 3 on the night for her already. A double and 2 singles alongside a walk. She is 3 for 3. She's reached on all 4 appearances she has made at the plate tonight. Now Massengale comes up. 0 for 2 with a walk. Next pitch. Outer half makes contact. Hit to the first base side. The out will be made easily by Frazier. And we'll head to the top of the 4th. 2 runners left on. A run will score. 13-2 now your score. The Bandits lead. When we come back, we'll head to the top of the 5th inning as the rain will come back to hit. Here from Mandy Greenman Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Top of the 5th inning, 13-2 now your score. The Rain find themselves down. They come back up to the plate with Jasmine Mack now making her way up. Already a hit here for tonight on that single in that 3rd frame. Excuse me, yes, it was the 3rd frame. She comes up for the 3rd time tonight. Ella Cunningham now on the mound. That ball is outside for a 1-0. So Cunningham will move on to the mound. Henson over to first base. Now the left-hander will step up on the mound here for the first time tonight in this 5th inning. Next pitch to Mack. Outer half just down and away. Ball 2 as the D1 products step across from one another here. Mack from George Mason University. Cunningham, originally from Michigan State, headed to Troy next year. The 2-0. On the outer half, 3-0 now the count as Cunningham in her first relief appearance got the start in yesterday's game. Now down 3-0 on the count here. Next pitch from Cunningham. up in the zone, ball 4, so runner on first now as Mack able to draw a 4-pitch walk. That'll bring up Frazier, who already has the solo home run in that first frame. Excuse me, that was the second inning, I should say, nonetheless. So now runner on first, nobody out. First pitch to Frazier on the outer half, called for a strike, 1-0, or 0-1. Mack now sits at first base, tonight's third baseman. Was the catcher last night for a moment there before getting subbed out for Watson last night. Next pitch from Cunningham. On the inner half, called for a strike on the off speed, now 0-2. So after a 4-pitch walk to Mack, now back-to-back strikes here to Frazier. Cunningham tries to settle in quickly here. In relief of Henson, who goes 4 innings, gives up 2 runs. Check swing called out on the strikes as she goes up the ladder and gets her to go down. So 1 away here in this top of the 5th inning. And now Watson will step up, tonight's catcher. He's lined out to center field both times. Last time, it was thanks to J.C. Holtz's defensive heroics that made sure that happened. Pitch on the outer side, called for a strike, 0-1. Watson put one out to that right center field wall, and Holt just able to hold on the wall to make the play. 0-1 to Watson. Off speed on the outer half, called for a strike, 0-2. Mack leading off there at first base, trying to make a couple extra strides. As Ricks now waits in the on-deck circle, maybe coming in as a pinch hitter here in just a moment. Outer half, called, strike 3 looking. So Cunningham with back-to-back strikeouts, this time looking after the first one went down swinging, and it'll be Kai Ricks who now steps up for Strickland. So Ricks comes in here in this top of the 5th inning. Holds, waits. Mack's going to take off for second base. Now she's caught a run down. Looks both directions. Goes back to first base. Does Henson lay down the tag in time? She does not. The runner will be safe. As Mack hesitated going for second base, the throw came down. She's able to make it back in time. So, fortunate bounce for Jasmine Mack as she makes it back. Now 1-0 the count. As Rick steps up here in substitution for Strickland. Big swing and a miss, strike 1 as she swings through the fastball. One and one now the count. The pinch hitter Ricks. Off speed, high in the zone, ball 2. As Mack at first base continues to lead off. Kai Ricks, the Fayetteville, Georgia native from South Carolina, tries to get the running swing on it. Instead goes through it. 2-2 now the count. 2-2, 2 outs. Runner on first and Mack. Ricks, the pinch hitter, trying to see if she can get the offense jump started. Down by 11 here, 13-2 in this top of the 5th inning. It's Cunningham coming in relief the next pitch. On the outer half, called for a strike 3. Back-to-back looking strikeouts, 3 straight here in this 5th inning, and we head to the bottom of the 5th. Still 13-2 your score, 1 runner left on base after the walk, no hits and no errors. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th, and the Bandits will come up to hit once more. Here from Andy Greenman Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll be right back after this quick break as the Bandits come back to hit here in the Scenic City League. Bottom of the fifth inning, 13-2 your score. Bandits come back up to hit here against the Rain. They lead, as it'll be Harvey who comes up to the plate here in this fifth frame. As the Tennessee Tech commit will stand up to the plate, and he continues here into this fifth inning. As Ella Grace Harvey steps up once more. First pitch from the left-hander. On the outer half, cold for a strike, 0-1. Harvey with two singles already here tonight, a ground out already as well. Good to see if she can collect yet another single, possibly another hit of some sort for her name. The 0-1 from Lanny. Fouled off, 0-2 now the count. Harvey, who played in yesterday's game as well, was the shortstop, had a double and a single to her name, did strike out and reached on a fielder's choice, a line out to center field as well in her 5 at-bats, so ended up going 2 for 3. Already a couple of hits here tonight for her. She's 2 for 3 once more. Next pitch. Up in the zone, ball high, so it'll be 1-2. No one on, no one out here in this bottom of the fifth frame. As the Bandits come back up to hit here, leading by 11. So the next pitch from the left-hander from Chat State. Leans back and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3, another strikeout. As Harvey goes down swinging. That's Laney now. With 6 strikeouts. She's now 2 2/3 of an inning through here in this ball game, and has looked, to put it lightly, quite sharp as J.C. Holt now steps up once more. A single, a ground out RBI, and a swinging strikeout for her. 2 RBIs on the night, big swing and a miss, strike 1 as she struck out swinging last time against Laney. Now trying to see if she can find a stride here. With 1 out and nobody on. Maryland Eastern Shore product, rising senior. Left-hander leans back, delivers once more. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 now the count. Laney has looked good here in the Scenic City League. The JUCO star has made some of these D1 players look silly at the plate. Holt trying to see if she can continue her slap hitting style. The 0-2. Swing and fouled off. It just got a little piece underneath of it. The at-bat continues for the center fielder, who's shown some great defensive heroism here tonight already. And he leans back. The 0-2 once more. Outer half called for a ball as that one got away from the catcher for the moment there. Able to pick it right back up though. As Watson he continues to work here in this bottom frame. Again now 2 2/3 of an inning of work for her. Came in relief of Malcolm in that second frame. Went an inning and 2/3. Next pitch. Outer half fouled off once more. Holt stays alive. Has 2 unearned runs attached here for the moment against Lanny, as 11 runs scored against Balcom. 13-2, the Bandits' offense has been rolling. A 7-run first inning, a 5-run second. Another scored in that 4th inning. The 1-2 once more from Lanny. 6th pitch. Swing and a miss. Did she go around? They'll check it down the line. She did. Another swinging strikeout. Back-to-back now for Lanny. As Holt goes down for the second time on strikes, and Lewis now comes up to the plate. So yet another strikeout for the Charlotte, North Carolina native on the mound. Eddie Lewis comes up to the plate. 2 singles and a strikeout for her already tonight. Has scored both times she's arrived at the plate. First pitch to her on the outer half, called for a strike as she swings through it. As Lewis, the right fielder, has shown some good defense already here tonight as well. The outfield assist from right field, able to gun down the runner at third. The 0-1 to Lewis. Swung on, hit out towards center field, trying to race it down. Will be Rick. She'll make it there in time, and that'll end the inning. So fly out to right center. And a 1-2-3 inning for Lanny. Will head to the bottom or the top of the 6th inning. No runs, no score, no one left on base, no errors made. We'll head to the top of the 6th. The Rain will get another at-bat. 13-2 your score. We'll head to the top of the 6th here at Mandy Greenmon Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll be right back after this quick break as the Bandits will head out to the field. Top of the 6th inning, we sit here at Mandy Greenmon Field once more. Andrews now comes up to hit here. In the top of the 6th inning, she stepped in the bottom of the 5th for Smith. First pitch she'll see hit to the left-hand side. She'll collect her first hit on the first pitch. CC's and makes her way to first base. She'll arrive quickly there now. As Ricks now steps into right field, Cunningham comes in and will move over to second base for Hubush. At the top of the order, we will not see her just yet. Now we sit here in the 6th inning. It'll be Balcom who comes back up once more. Next pitch lines up the bunt. Will foul it up and out of play. 0-1 now the count with a runner on first. Still 13-2 your score. Bandits lead here. As Balcom steps up after Andrews able to pick up her first hit of this ball game, coming in substitution of Smith. Balcom already 2 singles here tonight, has reached second both times, has not been able to advance past that unfortunately for her. Next pitch outside and away, ball 1 as Cunningham trying to go to work here with runner on first and a 1-1 count now. Next pitch from the Michigan State product. Off speed outside, called for a strike, 1-2. Jamerson waits in the leader in the on deck circle. As Cunningham continues to see if she can get out of this here quickly already. Next pitch, and swing to the pitcher, thrown to second in time, throws to first, will not be able to get the double play, but good work by Cunningham to at least get the out at second on the style swing from Balcom, so a fielder's choice cuts down Andrews at second. So Balcom reaches on the fielder's choice and brings up Jamerson with 1 away. Balcom, who started this game as the pitcher, stays in as the hit. The first pitch still see strike on the upper half of the zone for Jamerson as the left fielder comes up once more. A walk already against her and a line out to center field. Next pitch. Outer half called for a ball, 1-1. As Jamerson went to Sweetbriar College last year, the rising senior, who hit .283 with a .375 slugging and a .328 on base across 41 games, had 26 stolen bases. The off speed called up in the zone for a ball, 2-1. Jamerson, who over 3 years at Sweetbriar had over 100 hits and has batted over 300 on her career. 49 stolen bases, RBIs, and runs scored across all three. Striker on the outside corner, called 2-2. Malcolm still sits at first after the fielder's choice. One away as Andrews called out at second. It's the next pitch. Fastball down the heart of the plate, goes to right field, it'll get down, picked up for the moment by the right fielder, trying to make her way to third is Balcom. The throw is in time once more, she will be called out. Another beautiful throw from right field as Lewis cuts down yet another runner. Don't run on Addie Lewis, she will cut you down every time. So a single by Jamerson to right, but cut down at third was Balcom as she tried to make it through, so another time cut down. Another outfield assist from Addie Lewis. Now 2 outs here in the 6th inning. As the top of the order will come up, it'll be Cunningham. First pitch called a strike. 0-1 the count as Bandits continue to work here. Ella Cunningham, or excuse me, it'll be Deanna Cunningham coming to the plate. The UCF product. Another pitch in the outer half called for a strike, 0-2. Comes in relief of Hubush, who now sits on the bench in that bottom of the 5th inning, came in as a defensive replacement, now batting leadoff. The next pitch. Swing and a miss, called strike 3. She goes down swinging. And we'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 13-2 your score. Bandits able to shut down another inning of work thanks to some great defense, and Cunningham's pitching once more. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning for the Bandits now. 13-2 your score. They lead here through the top of 6. We'll be right back after this quick break from Mandy Green One Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City League. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the 6th, 13-2 your score. The Bandits still lead here by 11. As now Dallas Wagoneer will step up once more, has reached on a walk and an error, and then grounded out the first base her last time up. She comes up here in this 6th inning, looking to see if she can collect her first true hit. The umpiring crew will try and get a couple more balls for the basket here. As now Wagoneer steps in once more, the leadoff spot here tonight for the catcher after playing in yesterday's game in the 9-hole where she had a walk to her name, a sac bunt, and 2 ground outs. She now has another ground out to her name, reached out an error, and another walk. First pitch to her on the outer half called for a ball, 1-0. As Lenny has continued to work here now. 7 strikeouts for her through 3 1/3 innings of work. Next pitch. Swung on and hit foul to the right-hand side, 1-1. As Wagoneer trying to get that bat around, just hits it right towards the Smoky Mountain Reigns dugout. 1-1 the count, nobody out, nobody on here to start us off in this bottom of the 6th inning. Bandits trying to see if you can put up a few more runs here before they head to the final frame. Next pitch from the Chat State product. Swing and a miss on the high fastball. I can hear her puts her head to the sky and says, why did I swing through that one? 1-2 now the count. The Division II product, the rising sophomore, steps in once more. Next pitch, hit to the right-hand side, lands foul once more, staying alive is Wagoneer. One, two. Hit to the right-hand side. Not able to get there in time will be Frazier, trying to see if she could run that one down. Not going to be the case, though, as it lands in front of her dugout. 1-2 still the count. Nobody on, nobody out here. As trying to see if she can find her stride here is Dallas Wagoneer, the Newberry College product, shows bunt once more. For the Georgia native. Waits the next pitch, high in the zone, it will go. 2-2. Wagoneer, who played in 8 games last year, 7 starts for her, did have 3 RBIs to her name. Only struck out a single time. Attended Gordon Lee High School before going off to college. Now 2-2 the count, nobody on, nobody out. The next pitch. Swung on, hit to the first base side. Frazier will pick it up cleanly, and that'll be out number 1 as she makes her way to first base. Wagoneer goes down with another ground out to first. Reagan Wall will come back up to the plate. Wall with a single already tonight. Scored on an error in that second frame. A sac bunt and a swinging strikeout for her. Makes her 1 for 2 tonight. Now in her 3rd at-bat, her 4th plate appearance. Fakes the bunt, pulls it back, fouls it off, up and out of play, 0-1. As Wall, tonight's left fielder, had the start in center last night, had a couple of nice plays, including 4 hits and a walk. Has only gone down 1 time here, officially in at-bats. Has the sac hit, of course, which counts for an out, but has gone down 1 time officially in terms of outs. It's the 0-1. Swung on, hit to the left-hand side, will land foul, 0-2. Wall transferring to Georgia Tech next year, trying to show that swing. From Hazel Green, Alabama, transferring from James Madison. Division I product waits from the JUCO star. Next pitch from the left-hander Laney. Swung on, hit to the left-hand side. Mack will chase it down, instead gets beat by her shortstop and allow it to be caught for the moment by Andrews. She'll hang on for out number 2. So 2 away as Wall flies out to the shortstop and foul ground, and will now bring up Fairs to the plate, who reached on a walk, a single, and on an error in that 4th inning by Jasmine Mack. Currently labeled in the scorebooks as such. She'll now come up once more. The D2 commit steps across from Lanny. Left-hander delivers. High in the zone, ball 1. 2 outs and nobody on. As Fairs now the soon-to-be player at Rebecca Nazarene from Saudi Daisy. Still wearing her Saudi Daisy helmet. We'll see the 1-0 delivery. Swung on and hit out towards right center field. Ricks will get underneath it. She'll make the play, and that'll be out number 3, a 1-2-3 inning for Laney will result in a chance for the top of the 7th inning. We'll head there in just a moment, as the Reign will get one more chance to bat here. We'll head to the 7th inning, 13-2 your score. The Bandits still lead. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Mandy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Ella Cunningham will come out to see if she can shut the door here from the Scenic City League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Top of the 7th inning, 13-2 your score. The Bandits still lead as McCallum will step back up to the plate one more time here. 2 swinging strikeouts and a walk for her, trying to see if she can possibly find her first hit here in the Scenic City League. As Cunningham will try and go to work. First pitch for the Michigan State product. First pitch will be fouled up and out of play on the bunt attempt from McCallum. Tonight's center fielder. 0-1 now the count as Cunningham trying to shut this one down. Looking for her 3rd clean inning of work. Coming in relief of Henson at first. The next pitch. On the outer half, called for a strike. Took a little bit off that one and stays in the zone. Yeah, for McCallum, a walk to her name. 0 for 2 though with 2 strikeouts. Made it all the way to the 2nd, then cut down on the double play in that 3rd inning. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3, the off-speed folder. She'll go down for the 3rd time tonight on strikes. Jasmine Mack will come back up. Mack, who is 1 for 2 tonight, a walk and a single for her, grounded out to second base her first time up. Comes up for the 3rd time or 4th time tonight, her 3rd at-bat. Been able to advance past second base here tonight. The next pitch to her. Outer half just called for a ball, a good pitch, but not able to catch the outer half of the zone. 1-0. Next pitch from Cunningham. On the outer half, called strike this time, 1-1. As the Division I products face off once more. George Mason, Jasmine Mack from Cunningham, from Michigan State, headed to Troy next year. Next pitch. The outer half, foul it off once more, 1-2, as Mack trying to stay alive here in this inning. One and two, no one out, or no one on, 1 out. In this top of the 7th inning. Mack looking to see if she could stay alive. A couple of hits already for her early in this season. Next pitch, off speed on the outer half, called strike 3. Another strikeout for Cunningham as Mack goes down looking. This will bring up Frazier here tonight for the 4th time. A home run as well as a double play. A fly out to right field and a strikeout swinging for her last time up. She'll look to see if she can keep this inning alive. Next pitch to her. Outer half called for ball one. Frazier, who again had that solo home run to start for this Reign squad, comes up once more. The next pitch on the outer half called for a ball, 2-0. Next pitch to Frazier. Called on the outer half, just a little too far up and out. 3-0 now the count, as Frazier looking to see if she can try and extend this inning with a walk possibly, or get the green light to swing away. Supply, North Carolina native, sees the next pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. She does the green light, but just goes right through it. 3-1 now the count, 2 outs, nobody on. For the Greensboro College product for the last 2 years. We stroll a little past 11:30, hopefully able to get to the next game next year soon. High in the zone, it will sit, ball 4 on the off speed, and a runner on first. With 2 away here. Top of the 7th inning, as Frazier draws the walk for a first time here tonight. Watson will step up once more. So Ansley Watson now from Smith Station, Alabama, steps in. First pitch you'll see out and away for ball 1. 0 for 3 on the night, 2 lineouts to center and a backwards K against her. She went down looking in her last appearance in that 5th inning. Next pitch from Cunningham. Outer half called for a strike, 1-1. Left-hander tries to work through the rest of this inning. Now with a runner on first and 2 away. Still 13-2 your score. The Bandits lead. A 7-run first, a 5-run second. Run scoring in that 4th frame. Another pitch, strike called, throw down to second. The runner will be out at second base. Trying to steal was Frazier. She'll get cut down. And that will end it here. So Frazier gets caught down running on the stolen base attempt. Able to cut her down was the catcher, Wagoneer, and that'll end it here. So 13-2 the final. Bandits take it on the final attempt. From Frazier to steal, instead gets caught down. And that'll end it here. 13-2, again, the final. Bandits take it here over the Reign. We'll have to take a quick break here and allow for both to this field to get reset, resorted, and all sorts of things getting ready for this next game. We started for 11:30. We're already past that time, so we'll project about a 2 or a noon start time. Keep an eye out, though. We're going to try and see if we can get through this quickly. With that being said, that'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. 13-2 the final, as Henson will get the win. Balcom the loss here tonight in this game. Bandits now 2-0. Reign 1-1. Choo-Choos and Smokies will face off next here in just about, give or take, 30-something minutes, or a little under that now, about 20 minutes or so. We'll be right back after that. But thank you again for tuning in here from Andy Greenmund Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I know it's a quick wrap-up, but we got to make it quick anyway. My name is Mason Strawn. It's been a pleasure to call for you all here from the Scenic City League. Our next matchup here, set for about noon, here between the Smokies and the Choo-Choos. We'll be right back after that.